Hi, here is Simon with How to Guides, and today in this video tutorial I will show you how to fix the white screen of death in WordPress. There are several reasons of white screen of death in WordPress, that is also named as WSOD. The first common cause that can create white screen of death in WordPress is auto upgrade issue. So this can occur when there is a connection problem that interrupts your database or incorrect file permission which you need to fix. If you encounter this issue, you will need to do a manual WordPress upgrade instead of auto WordPress upgrade. Second cause is maintenance mode freeze. Sometimes WordPress gets stuck at briefly unavailable for scheduled maintenance. Check back in a minute. You can see this type of message when you open WordPress site. So it means that a maintenance file which WordPress automatically installs when it starts updating hasn't been removed. To do this manually, you will need to log into your site using an FTP client or via your hosting dashboard cpanel plus extra and delete the maintenance located in your website root folder. Third cause of white screen of death is problem with plugins. The white screen of death in WordPress is possible culprit if you attempt to modify an active plugin, update an old one, and install a new plugin. In many cases, the plugin that has just been installed or modified could result in a conflict with your current theme or other plugins. That's why it's important to use WordPress products developed using best practices. Try to disable any recently modified or installed plugin and see if your WordPress goes back to normal. In case your dashboard isn't operational at all, you can disable plugins in a WordPress using FTP access. A caveat is that you will only be able to do this if you have access to your FTP with the required directory permission, or you can do it via cpanel of your hosting. Most hosting companies provide FTP service. However, if WordPress is installed on a virtual private server or you are with a managed host, you might not have an FTP server. You may need to install an FTP client such as FileZilla. To disable the plugin, use an authorized account to sign into your FTP server. Find your WordPress installation directory and open the folder WP content plugins, and then select the folder with the plugin's name. Rename the folder to a different name. You can still recognize if the folder is called My Bad Plugin, name it My Bad Plugin or My Bad Plugin Disabled. Or if you see the plugin folder name plugin, you can rename it to New Plugins or Old Plugins. So choose any name provided it doesn't sound like any other plugin name and you can remember it later. That's it. Renaming the folder permanently disable the plugins. Now when you will move to the WordPress front end, your site will obviously be opened from front end. So after disabling, log into your site and enable plugin one by one and remove the plugin that causes the conflict. Step 4 cause of white screen of death is problem with themes. Just like the white screen of death caused by plugins, disabling the theme can resolve any WSOD problems that are theme related. The following are some common causes and solutions. Problem when installing a new theme. A new theme can cause a conflict with existing plugins. In this case, deactivate the newly installed theme, which will cause WordPress to revert to your automatic default theme. Ensure that the default theme hasn't already been deleted. If so, upload it back to your themes folder within WP content and theme section. To disable the theme, follow the same procedure described above for plugins, except this time working with WP content themes folder rather than the plugin folder. Rename the specific theme folder which automatically deactivates the theme. Problem with badly coded themes. A major WordPress update oftentimes can drive poorly coded themes out. Poorly coded or outdated themes will often not work once the latest WordPress update is installed. So in this case, you can see 500 internal server error at your site. If you notice that the white screen of death in WordPress appeared immediately or soon after conducting an update, your old theme is most likely to be the reason behind it, and deactivating your theme as described above could turn things back to a normal. Third one problem with theme modification. WordPress isn't fan of buggy coding. Its proper working depends on a set of well-built objects operating in harmony. If one of these parts is missing or malfunctions, your WordPress will fail to work, resulting in the WSOD. Themes made by reputable theme shops and those found in the WordPress.org repository are comprehensively tested for any defects. If your white screen of death in WordPress comes after installing any of such themes, the problem could be a plugin theme conflict. Modifying or updating themes by hand could cause occurrence of improper coding, which is the heart of most WSOD problems. Try to replace the modified file with an old copy from your backup, otherwise you should download and reinstall original theme files. Fifth cause of WSOD is going above the allowable memory limit. This is a classic indication that your site has grown beyond what your current hosting provider gives you. Higher amounts of traffic to your site demand higher memory limits, so you should plan to upgrade accordingly. Start by increasing your PHP memory allocation by adding or editing this line in your wp-config.php file in your cpanel, or in your inside your cpanel you can find file manager, and in your website directory you may be probably aware with this kind of file wp-config.php. So from this particular file you can define or you can increase your memory limit. Suppose your memory limit is 64 m, you can increase it to 256 or 512 m or 1 GB. So instead of GB, you can write, instead of M, you will write G. So this was all about wide screen of death, possible causes and solution. Hopefully this guide will make able you to fix WordPress error at your site instead of hiring any technician or any WordPress expert. Thank you very much for watching this video series. I hope you will like this one and will come back with newly updated videos. Thank you again.